Good morning or afternoon or whenever you're watching this. Um, Trump is a catalyst. And you know what a catalyst is, don't you?
Life is a funny old broad. She keeps you guessing.
Well, good morning. My name is Angela, middle initial K, last name Durden, and this is The Constrained View. I am an author, a lot of books. I'll have to share a bunch of those one day. This QR code you see in the upper right will take you to the entire Substack that I have that has a lot of these videos, but it also has a lot of written things, no video involved. Sometimes videos are great, and sometimes just writing is great. So you might as well be able to see both. So go ahead over there and you can subscribe once you're there, although it's all free to read no matter what. But man, oh man, if you were to pop a little money over there to Mama, she would be very happy about that because the lights got to stay on. Let's get back to talking about Trump. My editor called me last night and he said, Angela, you need to write about all the things Trump has destroyed. And I said, well, like what? And he said, all these discredited institutions. And I said, well, like what? So he proceeds to list a few. And I said, gives me an idea. So he sent me an email with his list. Here's what he wrote: the Nobel Peace Prize. Has anybody for many years even thought that the Nobel Peace Prize was legitimate anymore? Ever since Obama got one just for getting elected while being a black man, although he isn't 100% black. Even Obama was confused about that, but he took it. And they talked about it a lot. Then there's the Pulitzer Prize. Look, I know people who have been nominated for the Pulitzer, did excellent work, reported on things that were problematic, but told the truth. And there was no way they were going to ever win. And they didn't. Then you've got your legacy media, they call it. That's these newspapers, television shows, CNN, MSNBC, that completely, NBC has got to be kicking themselves for ever joining in with that. Disney, academia, frauds in the medical community, the Academy Awards, the Emmys, and then you've got the individual people on these different shows, the Dan Rathers, the Caitlin Collins, these types of people who are making a name for themselves solely by being stupid with what they're talking about. They are playing to the masses. And there's lots of other things. What else has changed? Many politicians are now being shown up for things that they've done that local people knew about, are now becoming public. In the local governments, county, city, parish, that sort of thing, people are speaking up now. So why is it that everybody is fussing about Trump? Not everybody, but all the Marxist wannabes, or I call them nut jobs, just nut jobs. Well, because Trump is the catalyst. So I got to thinking, about that word catalyst, and I said, what exactly does a catalyst do? A catalyst does not operate alone. A catalyst will sit there and it might say to itself, boy, I sure would like to get things done, but it never does until it interacts with other things. So I looked up a catalyst and in chemistry, maybe this will help. A catalyst is a substance that increases the rate of a chemical reaction without being consumed in the process. It works by providing an alternative reaction pathway with a lower activation energy, meaning that there's fewer collisions between reactant molecules so that they have enough energy to make that reaction. Catalysts do not alter the overall energy of the reactants or products and do not affect the position of chemical equilibrium, only the speed at which it is reached. Now, Rob Carson, he's on the radio, he's on Substack also, he's, I think it's Newsmax he's on. He was saying that he is where he is now. He believes it's because of God's will, and it could very well be. I'm not commenting on that. But he says a lot of people say to him, Rob, if it wasn't for you, da 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 da. And he goes, no. I'm here because God wanted me to be there to say whatever I need to be said. But it's you, the listener, the viewer, the reader, who has already been one of these chemicals that needed to be reacted or that would give power to the reaction that they needed to make. So Trump is a catalyst. He did not make up all this stuff and then suddenly everybody go, okay. He listened to what people were saying for many, many years. We, the people, the chemicals, if you will, and we weren't getting anywhere with we weren't getting anywhere fast. We were making some progress against evil, but quite slowly. What did we need? We needed a catalyst. And that catalyst came in, and let me read this again because Trump, I'm going to read it as if it's people. Trump works by providing an alternative reaction pathway with a lower activation energy. See? Now, all these different chemicals, all these different people who were saying there is something wrong in the matrix. I need to get out of the matrix. Trump was the catalyst that gave them this added energy. Let's see, how did it say? To have enough energy to cause a reaction. Faster. Catalyst, Trump did not alter the overall energy of the people, but he was able to alter the speed at which we were able to move. Let me do that again. Trump did not alter the overall energy of the people. He just made it easier to move faster to a better goal. I like that. That is what Trump is. He's the catalyst. And like all the stuff that's happening over in Israel right now, everybody says, well, it'll probably last for 10 to 20 years, this pseudo calmness. And it's a pseudo calmness on the side of terror, because terror never quits. Terror may back up a little bit and wait a while and get their act together and save up their pennies and put their grenades back and blah, 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 and then attack again. Whereas good people, we're going to take it at face value. Peaceful people, okay, we're having peace, good. And they will think, oh, these people, because they're not shooting us, are our friends. But terrorists are never our friend. I don't care whether they're in Portland, Oregon, Chicago, New York City, Atlanta, Georgia. We have our Antifa. Some say Antifa. Some say Antifa, anti-fascist. Doesn't matter. They're all the same. We have them here in Atlanta too. They're looking to cause trouble. And if they have to sit back and wait a while, it's no skin off their nose. But now that we're seeing all this stuff being brought into the open and we see how they're acting, we see how they operate, we see how they're being funded. Oh man, I'm going to have to find that. Who was it? Glenn Beck. Hang on, I'm going to find that real quick. Okay, I went and found I took a screenshot of the video. In the show notes, there will be a link to this video. It's very, very succinct. It explained that pretty much Antifa, however you want to say it, works like a corporation. And it is funded. A lot of dark money. There are support groups, even attorneys. It's terrible. Street groups and soldiers, and then funding sources. I encourage you, the link is in the show notes. I encourage you to watch it. It's not very long, about 10 minutes or so, but it's clear. And I think you will really enjoy it. So here we've got the things that they try to say they're decentralized, that it has no leader, it's a grassroots thing. It is not. And even though it says it's anti-fascist, trust me on this, fascists are nothing but Marxist. Marxist is the umbrella. It's the umbrella name for everything except capitalism. All the different things that people use, government-wise, socially. Why do you think transgenderism, doing surgery and hormones on little children, got so big so fast? Well, it didn't get so big so fast. It was quietly in the background being pushed on gullible, and I'm going to say it, stupid parents. And then when it had that groundswell, well, the catalyst came in, you see, and turned it into a cause celeb. Oh, there we go. And more people started doing it. Well, now we've got another catalyst. We've got another catalyst that is, because Trump did not say this is wrong, and then we go, oh, he's right. What he said was, oh, this is wrong. And we went, yeah, we've been trying to tell everybody this, because normal people understand that things are bad. What they didn't understand was, how did it get this way? And Trump, as a catalyst, has removed those roadblocks so that we can move faster against evil. And that's the way it is. And on this day in October, when I'm recording this, Trump is the catalyst. Your belief in God, your belief in high morals, your belief in common sense, your belief in logic, that is where the fight against evil is won. So, y'all, enjoy the day. Give that some thought. Now, let me give you one more thought. You know why the Marxist and the New World Order types are totally trying to destroy Trump? Is because they believe that if he's destroyed, their enemy is completely gone. See, they see him as the enemy. He's not. He's merely the catalyst that has given new strength for citizens to work properly, to be able to work and get rid of evil, to be able to fight against them. He's merely the catalyst. And once the chemical process begins, once this process starts, the catalyst has done its job. Trump is for a time and a season, and we don't know how it's going to work. God is in control of all of this. That's another story for another time. But look, you guys, have a good day, and we'll talk to you later, okay?
She treats you right. She surprises you right at the end. Yeah, life is a funny old broad.
Trash. 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 Got to take myself off the screen. Bye, y'all.